Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and I am still here in the world of Pokemon GO. I have my happy pills with me today so that I don't go crazy after the Turtwig Day. So, we gotta get back into the swing of things because there's a special thing happening in Pokemon GO. It is, as you can see on the nearby, a lot of new Pokemon showing up. It happens to be week 3, starting now, of our Ultra Bonus Unlock, which is Unova. The world of Pokemon GO expands with a Unova unveiling. Over 3 years ago, your Pokemon GO journey started. Has it only been 3 years? I'm sidetracked. Began with Pokemon originally discovered in the Kanto region, and you've gone on to encounter hundreds of Pokemon first found in the Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh regions as you battled, raided, and completed research. Now it's time to continue your journey and encounter Pokemon originally discovered in Unova. So the features: Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, Patrat, Lillipup, Purloin, Pidove, Blitzel, and more Pokemon originally discovered in the Unova region will begin appearing in the wild. My buddy Spark, our team leader, has been hard at work walking and incubating eggs for his research and has found that the following Pokemon have started hatching from eggs. 2K eggs: Patrat, Lillipup, Purloin, Pidove. 5K eggs are Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, Blitzel, Drillbur, and Fungus. And 10Ks give you Ferroseed, Klink, Litwick, Golett, and Dano. Dano already? I would have expected that to be like the Gibble. I mean, it is it the pseudo of Gen 5? I don't know. Anyway, after tackling dozens of raids head-on, Candela has discovered that Lillipup, Patrat, and Klink will be available to challenge in raids. Please note, trainers, that Klink hasn't been reported appearing in the wild outside raids, so kind of like Shanks when it first came into Pokemon GO for the Sinnoh update. After some traveling and meticulous research, Blanche reports that there are some Pokemon that can only seem to be appearing in the wild in certain parts of the world. Oh, they're letting us know exactly what they are. So, Asia Pacific, we have Pansage. Europe and Middle East and Africa and India have Pansear. The Americas and Greenland have Panpour. That's our spot. Western Hemisphere has Heatmore. Eastern Hemisphere has Durant. I kind of wanted a Durant. I'm in the Western Hemisphere, right? Am I? Squirrel. Sorry, slight distraction. My happy pills make me so much more aware of things around me. They're actually just M&Ms, just so you know. Anyways, introducing the Unova Stone. Oh wait, okay, I skipped a little bit. If you're lucky, you may encounter Shiny Patrat and Shiny Lillipup. Also, they did say Shiny Klink is going to be available from the raid, so that's kind of interesting. Introducing the Unova Stone. People have heard about this and been talking about it. This black and white evolutionary item, black and white, will allow certain Pokemon to evolve. Try using it like on a Pokemon like Lampent and see what happens. This item can be obtained through research breakthroughs. More Pokemon originally discovered in Unova will be making their way to Pokemon GO, as Willow shares more updates from his findings, so look forward to meeting them soon. Come on, trainer, let's go on this Unova voyage together. Alright, that being said, we have a lot of hunting to do. Looks like 2 new Pokemon are down towards the Scotiabank, and I'm heading there anyway, so let's see if we can grab a couple new Pokedex entries to get this Unova unveiling fired up. We have not even yet reached the Scotiabank, and I see my first Patrat here. Is it Patrat or Patrat? And there's a Lillipup. So first thing what I want to do, though, I still have a lot of incense, since I do plan to be out here catching things for quite a while today. Might as well fire one off. Alright, our first Patrat in Pokemon GO. Let's sneak up. What if our first is the shiny? No. I'm not going to get too worked up on finding shiny Pokemon, because it ain't going to happen. Look at that cool flip it did. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I got plenty of golden raspberries. Generally, when there's some new species out, I use those to ensure our first catch. And just a little reminder about the way I choose to play. I like to get 5 of a species before I, choose which one I'm going to keep as my main one, just to give me a better chance of getting at least one decent out of the 5. So do we see our first Patrat here? First one caught. New Dex entry for Unova. I'll probably check that in just a moment. I want to grab that Lillipup. Plus, whatever we happen to find from that instance as well. Am I recording? It always makes me feel iffy when the animation is that smooth. I'm used to this thing being a little bit more choppy. So you are not too bad to start off with. Alright, an incense has spawned a... What are you again? Illumise. I'll grab you. Just since I'm using an incense, even though I'm not really interested in this species, I want to get my money's worth out of the items that I have purchased with my coins. So let's sneak up on you. In fact, you know what? I'll come back in just a moment and check the Pokedex entry. Illumise is caught. I just don't want to waste your time with, you know, catching a standard Pokemon, which is not even good stat-wise. Alright, so let us check. I almost thought it was a new Pokemon. I'm like, oh, Glameow! Wait, we've had those. Alright, Pokedex, our first catch in Unova is Patrat, the Scout Pokemon. Extremely cautious. One of them will always be on the lookout, but it won't notice a foe coming from behind. Kind of drawback. Anyway, let's continue searching. As I say, we're down near the Scotiabank. There's 2 new species here. Looks like I see a Pidove out there. Elsewhere, there's a Lillipup. That Lillipup that was here is gone. This gym is under attack. I've got my 50 coins for the day, so I kind of don't even care. Alright, let's get some new species. Actually, right here on the other side of the city market, we see our first Lillipup. Let's see if we can find and snag this one. Get that grass to lock into place. Come on now. There we go. There is cute little Lillipup. Look at this little guy. We're getting into a problem with Pokemon Go, however. I'm running out of ideas for nicknames for some of these things. I look at this little puppy dog and I'm like, I don't know what to call you. I mean, I'll think of something, I'm sure, but anyway, beggars can't be choosers. You know, first world problems. We're getting more Pokemon. I don't know what to name them. Alright, do we get this added to our Pokedex and collection? Indeed we do. Let's see what your stats are like. Too bad they're not weather boosted right now. A lot of times I like to wait until we get the weather boost to catch these Pokemon, but I'm just going to catch stuff as we get them. Take down a Rock Tomb for the moves. Pretty basic. But let us fire up the old Pokédex and see what the Dex has to say about Lillipup, the puppy Pokemon. This Pokemon is popular with beginners because it's intelligent, obedient to its trainer's commands, and easy to raise. So that's 2 down. I'm going to see, well, there's a couple of Purloin this way, and then a Pidove, which, that's a little ways out. It might be gone by the time I get down there, but we'll see. Alright, let's grab a Purloin. We've actually got a Purloin right here in the mall. Now, as was mentioned during the Turtwig Day, AR Plus mode does not like the floors in here. But we'll see what we can do. I'm not going to try sneaking up on it. We will Golden Raz from a distance, and go for the catch. See that? Again, I don't know why the game does that, but apparently I stepped so much closer to it. Wait a minute, did that ball just bounce off of it? Okay, there we go. Sometimes it embeds the Pokemon in the ground as well, which is dumb. Makes no sense. But whatever. Alright, we got ourselves our first Purloin in Pokemon Go. Again, it seems weird. It's too smooth of an animation. I don't know if you're going to see that in the video or not, but it's unsettling that I think I'm not recording. So this is not bad. Max HP, it's a 2-star to start with. And Sucker Punch and Dark Pulse. Alright, so, oh, there's a... That's a shelter that was spawned from the incense. I'll grab that off screen here. But first of all, we gotta check the data for Purloin, the devious Pokemon. They steal from people for fun, but their victims can't help but forgive them. Their deceptively cute act is perfect. Or perfect? Alright, bad puns aside, my shelter's gone. Thanks, game. Let's keep walking and looking for some more Unovan Pokemon. Our second Patrat is here. It is a standard, so we're going to still snag this. Golden Raz, sneak up on it carefully. Normally, I'll tend to stick around the uptown area before heading home until my bus at 6:45. But with these new species, and the fact I want to try to burn through some of the eggs we have built up, I kind of want to stick around a little bit later. I might catch the 7:45 bus instead. See if I can do a little bit more Pokemon hunting before the day is through. So I'll show you what we're working with for eggs for the time being. If you did watch our beloved Turtwig Community Day video, you know I didn't have the best of luck with the eggs. Oh, this thing has Grass Knot. That's Grass Knot too bad. Look at that attack stat. Cool. Alright, so checking the old Pokemon. I got one 2K egg, one potential Turtwig egg during that whole event. The rest were filled up with the 10Ks and 5Ks. I want to go through one more session of having 9 gift eggs for potential shiny regionals. After I do hatch all of these non-7Ks and then incubate 7Ks, I think what I'm going to do is maybe keep sticking to getting like a few from the gift eggs, or the gifts for the eggs, and get some standard eggs from around here, because we could hatch some Unovan Pokemon as well. So all that being said, I'm going to choke a little bit. I see, wow, that's way out there. That's our first Panpour, however. I ain't going to make that in time. However, it might show up. We have the incense burning. Could find it that way. But let's keep on wandering and see what shows up in our area. Isn't it cool when new species are added to the game? Like, look at this. There's a Liepard, a wild Liepard way out there. I ain't going out there for that. We'll get enough purloin around here, I'm sure, to be able to evolve one up eventually. But it's so cool seeing the new silhouettes on the nearby and stuff. Alright, I got a research task to try to catch 10 Pokemon. Let's grab this coughing here and keep looking for some Unovan species. So I'm walking down this way near the boardwalk thinking I'm going to bypass going out to the outer edge because nothing ever shows up here. But of course, this is when we would see a Panpour show up, our first one. Let's get this grass to lock into place and add another page to our Pokedex, if possible. I'm going to assume that's locked in enough. Alright, Panpour. Now admittedly, it's kind of unfortunate that we don't have the grass type here because I have a perfect name for a eventual Simisage. But trading can be a thing eventually, and these might be like the, let's say, Zangoose and Seviper. Maybe they'll swap areas eventually at one point. Alright, let's go ahead and add another species, hopefully. There we go, excellent. Panpour added. Let's check your stats. Very cool, nice smooth animation. Can't get over how much I think that's not... Wait a minute, okay. Alright, let's check the Panpour. That is not poor at all. That's actually pretty decent. Do you notice something? How did it evolve? A Unova Stone and 50 candy. This, I'm going to say, is unfortunate that they did this. I can understand in a way, but okay. In Pokemon Black and White, to evolve a Panpour, you need to use a Water Stone. So they're representing that stone usage through the Unova Stone. But do we need a Kanto Stone in Pokemon GO to evolve our Poliwhirl to Poliwrath? Do we need one to evolve a Staryu to Starmie? I don't think so. So why are they making us have to get these stones to evolve these new species? In the end, it's not the biggest outrage, not like AR Plus mode glitching you out of getting a shiny Turtwig, so it's like, you know, not the biggest thing to complain about. But still kind of weird that they would do that. Oh well, gives us a reason to get those research breakthroughs, and possibly, I don't know if you can get them out of trainer battles, that could be a thing too. I'm still waiting though for a chance to use up these items down here. Look at this. I've been hoarding these evolution items. I got 70 metal coats. I'm hoping eventually they'll be tradable for something useful in game. You know, trade 5 metal coats for Unova Stone. I would do that in a heartbeat. Or at least, can they be exchanged for Stardust? Come on, Niantic. Let us make use of these things that a lot of us don't have use for anymore. Or, failing that, let us trade them to people. Or, heck, give them to people. I just want to clear up some inventory, but I'm hesitant to just toss these because I know as soon as I start tossing them, they're going to be able to be exchanged for something useful in the game. Alright, anyway, let's keep on hunting for a new species of Pokemon. Messed up. Hang on, we gotta check the Pokedex for our new entry of Panpour, the spray Pokemon. The water stored inside the tuft on its head is full of nutrients. Plants that receive its water grow large. Cool. But still, I would like to get the grass type. See, I've already got, let me show you here. For any Dragon Ball Z aficionados out there, you would understand this, in that I've got Kakarot the Infernape. The name for my eventual Simisage in the game, if I do manage to get one, has got to be Vegeta. Have you seen the hair on this Simisage and the fact that it is a plant-like monkey? Vegeta, the only name to go with. Alright, now I do see there is a Pidove up this way, and that's actually not too far, so I think we can snag that before it disappears. It just recently spawned, so let's get moving. Don't you just love it when this happens? Here you go, hunting for a Pokemon in a good ways away, when a place you were just at spawns that same one. But regardless, we do have a Pidove right here. Let's get another new Pokedex entry with any luck. Wait for that grass to lock into place. I saw a Drillbur on the nearby as well. Might be able to go snag that, but let's get this cute little Pidove. Admittedly, let's get into a little chat about Gen 5. It's my least favorite of all the generations. One main reason being that when the main series of games came along, Black and White were released, there were no new ribbons given to Pokemon in Gen 5. Not even for beating the Elite Four and becoming the champion. Every region since Gen 3 has given you a ribbon for that. Gen 5 gave you no ribbons, and kind of one of my favorite things in Pokemon is to collect the ribbons. So for me, Gen 5 was always seen as like a stepping stone to get to the next decent generation, as I would call it. But it left sort of an interesting, lasting impression on me as far as some of the species go. Pidove seems like such a bland name. I like the look of it. I don't want to talk back. Okay, Pidove, thanks for joining the team there, girl. Let's see what you're working with. You've got very nice attack stat. Don't tell her the rest of the stats are garbage. All right, let's check the Pokedex entry here, though. See what you got. Say there's another Lillipup here as well. But we see Pidove, the tiny pigeon Pokemon. These Pokemon live in cities, well, obviously. They are accustomed to people. Flocks often gather in parks and plazas. Alright, so, is there anything else to mention? We do see Drillbur. Where the heck is that? That's forever away! Wait a minute, never mind that. We just got ourselves the bronze medal for the Unova Pokedex. Cool! Alright, what am I working on? Earn candies. Sweet. Okay, let's grab this Lillipup real quick. We'll check for a shiny and see what happens, and if not shiny, then we'll just keep on moving. This might be the 5th one that I need to finally choose one of my, my starting Lillipup. I also said Piplup. What the heck? Alright, let's grab this and move onward. Well, it turns out there is a Drillbur right near here. We're almost in range of it. It's here at this Pokestop we're heading up to, right in the middle of the screen there. While we head up, I just want to show that I do now have 5 Lillipup. Well, at least 5. I picked up a 6th one. And I was feeling kind of bad. Like, look at the stats here. Like I say, I like to get 5 of something, choose one with the best stats of those 5. No stars. No star. No star, no star, no star. My first 5, not looking that good. So, stats are not the most important thing. Type advantage can be a thing and stuff like that, but felt bad that my first Lillipup in Pokemon GO was going to be kind of trash. And then I got this one, so that's kind of nice. I'm not upset with that at all. Okay then, so I think we found our Lillipup. I also found our Drillbur. Let's go here, lock that grass in. A somewhat speedier Steel and Ground type Pokemon through evolution into Excadrill. Look how little this thing is. Ribble, ribble. You guys ever played Pokemon? Was it Super Mystery Dungeon, I believe? The Drillbur mine with, was it Gabite, I believe, at the bottom of it? Alright, let's grab this Drillbur. And again, I gotta think of nicknames for these things. What am I going to call my Lillipup? Something really good for a dog. I gotta think what it evolves into. Stoutland is a thing, so maybe something along the lines of that. But we've got our Drillbur, another new species. Look at that taking a bow. He knows he's on the, in the spotlight, I guess, stat-wise. But, let's go ahead and check the old Pokedex. What the? Hang on. How is there an Emboar already in the wild? That is actually wild. Alright, check the Pokedex for a Drillbur, known as the Mole Pokemon. By spinning its body, it can dig straight through the ground at a speed of 30 miles per hour. It's pretty fast. It's a third of the way to travel back in time if you use the DeLorean. Alright, so that is what. Check this out. Look how far away this is. Beep! I mean, I guess it doesn't look that far when it zooms out, but that's across like a highway or two. Not really a safe way to travel, so Emboar's gonna wait. I might actually, not even mind waiting until I hatch the starters from eggs, because you get better stats. Well, you get better stats when you hatch Pokemon. Wild catches are not really that great. Oh, wait a minute, they can be sometimes, I suppose. Alright, anyways, what else is there to do for the moment? I'm going to keep walking, try to hatch that egg. I am going to go, as you can see on the phone here, it's at 6:56 at night, so I'm going to wait till my 7:45 bus. I still got time to hunt down more new Unovan species, if we can find any in the area. We're now going to end off our first day of the Unova unveiling with a raid battle, but first, we've got a 10k egg hatching. What do we find? Gibble? I'll take a Gibble. I mean, can we get another perfect Shanks? Maybe? Let's find out together. We get... No. Okay, so, forget that. We're going to take on a Lillipup. It is the first of our Unovan raid battles. Very cool. Now, I do have to use a particular Pokemon for this battle. It is a level 1 Lillipup, which is totally fine. We're going to go into a private group for this one, because I have recently powered up a little Pokemon of mine that I want to get an evolution for. So, I didn't check the CP. It's giving us a lot of fighting types. That's kind of nice. We are going to lead off with one particular Pokemon by the name of Kirby, our shiny Igglybuff. Well, technically, one of our 3 shiny Igglybuff. Yeah, I got 3. I did manage to hatch those. So I guess as far as the Turtwig day goes, you know, I shouldn't say that my luck is terrible, because I do have some good luck sometimes. But now that I have 3 Igglybuff, or 3 shiny Igglybuff, I can choose one of each to be, well, I should say, I can choose one to be each form of Igglybuff, Jigglypuff, and Wigglytuff. So what I like to do is get a win for my Pokemon in a raid battle. Just, you know, get a little battle experience. So we got 70 seconds till this kicks off. I don't really need... Wait a minute. I messed up. My Pokemon collection is full right now, but it's going to let us transfer something before we do the capture. Plus, this could be a shiny Lillipup. I mean, a shiny raid Lillipup would not be bad. So we'll see what happens. Am I really hoping for a shiny? Nah. If it happens, it happens. I actually bumped into some more of my friends out playing the game. We did a Mewtwo raid, which I could show you some footage of, but basically, I didn't catch it. We did manage to defeat it, which was a nice thing. It wasn't a shiny, and I didn't actually catch it. That thing was fighting like crazy. I might show you footage of that. It just would not stay in those Premier Balls. So it did fly away. It flew the coop. What's really weird though, I got back home here on the west side of town, and there was a Mewtwo raid at the gym up the street, but it was silhouetted. Again, this is like the Turtwig thing where I own a Mewtwo. I own several, but the game seemed to think that I didn't have it yet. Oh well. Alright, so 5 seconds remaining right now. Kirby leading the pack. We're going to probably have to switch out pretty quick. 406 CP, he's not going to last too long, but this is just a matter of gaining some battle experience. Shadow Ball's going to do nothing. Look at this, 3,000, what? Okay, this might be bad. Can Kirby do this on his own? I don't know. I'm going to say no, probably not. What does Wild Charge do to you? Actually, with enough good dodges, and if this thing doesn't hit us with any charged attacks, like Rock Tomb, that didn't actually do a lot. Let's go for the Wild Charge. It's looking kind of even. Now, okay, we're going to take a look here. Sometimes the game decides that I actually took a hit when I didn't. You all saw that, eh? I dodged. Alright, destroy this thing, Pokémon, please. Punch its lights out. Now, you wait, you watch. When we actually check the Pokemon list, Kirby will not be unconscious. It's gonna still have some HP. Anyways, let's go ahead and capture ourselves a Lillipup. We got a rare candy for that, not bad. Again, wait, I gotta transfer a species of Pokemon. Oh, and that's 5 raids completed. Right, I forgot. I can pick up a couple research tasks here by the community center. Alright, so first of all, manage Pokemon. Since we're getting a Lillipup from this, we're going to transfer one of the lesser Lillipup. Sorry, little guy, we got to send you away. Why don't we praise him? No, we got to get out of here. Purloin, no. Transfer. Alright, now let us capture the Lillipup. Going right into the catch screen, here we go. Alright, do we see the shiny? Want to be nice, game? You want to give me something to make up for the lack of that Turtwig? Wait for the grass. Come on now. Good enough. You're not a shiny. I'm still going to throw a golden Raz at you, even though we probably have found the Lillipup we're going to stick with. You never know. This one might be maxed out. I'm not hoping for too much, because the one that we are going to keep, based off what we caught in the wild, it's really good. It'd be kind of cool to have a Premier Ball as our main Lillipup in the game. Nice easy catch. Alright. So, let's check your stats. See what you're working with. It's kind of funny. The other one has maxed out attack HP, I believe, and the defense is not maxed, but this one's reversed. But I do think the other one is still better. So we're going to go ahead and, hey, there's a Patrat over there. So let's find Kirby. Did the game actually knock him out on us? Why did it do that? I was dodging. Either way, he's earned a win. We're going to evolve into a shiny Jigglypuff. Now, the other Igglybuff I have is going to evolve into evolve into Jigglypuff, like Kirby. and then evolve into Wigglytuff afterwards. But look at the shiny Jigglypuff. Look at those eyes. Stare right into your soul. Cool. Alright, Pound, Dazzling Gleam, and Gyro Ball. Just to remind you what the stats are like. Not terrible. Alright, so I think that's all we're going to do for now. I'm going to go and do some editing of the video here. I'm going to probably catch that Pat right. You know what? Let's check it right now. Hang on, let's transfer away another one of our Lillipup here. Goodbye for now. Well, not for now, forever, I suppose. Let's just check you and see, do we see a shiny Patrat from this wild one? Wait for the grass to lock into place. Come on now. This is the fun part, of course, doing AR Plus mode. Wait for it. You're just a regular. Alright, so we're just going to finish up some tasks. If anything amazing happens, I'll show you that. Otherwise, I'll see you back in the morning, basically. Boy, did I ever oversleep last night. I had high hopes to get out there early this morning before my class, work on burning through some of my eggs to try to get some more of the gift eggs, but the body decided, no, you ain't doing any of that, Professor. You get some sleep. So anyways, long story short, we are here now. Once again, it is 5:15 in the afternoon. I guess technically after. Is this considered after supper time? What time do you eat supper out there? Or dinner? What do you call it? Supper or dinner? Comments below. Throw them down there. Anyways, let's get back to business. So I'm going to try to burn through these eggs, these 5Ks, replace them with some more gift eggs. I'm going to do one last big hurrah, trying to hatch up some more gift eggs for some regional, perhaps shiny, regional Pokemon. And in the meantime, let's talk about some new Unovan species. I have chosen a few Pokemon. First of all, I want to point this out. Look at my nice proud pose, hands on the hips. I'm walking barf. That's right, I've chosen our Lillipup. This is the one that we did pick up with the nice, amazing stats. Max attack, max HP, defense almost max. That's 3 IV points away from perfect. I like that. So I did name her an an amalgamation of Bark and Arf. Barf, also a nice little reference to the movie Spaceballs, if you get that reference. So she is going to be our eventual Stoutland. Now, as far as other Pokemon go, Pokemon Go, get it? We got this one right here, Dale. We did get a few Patrat, as you saw yesterday. I think it's actually Patrat, as in patrol, a patrolling rat, so Patrat. So this one, as it turns out, yesterday, as I was trying to get my 7K eggs, filling up the egg spots in my game here, I messed up. After I went and caught that Panpour, I forgot that I had just hatched an egg, and I didn't fill up that space with a gift egg before picking up a 2K from a Pokestop. And I thought, boy, did I ever mistake, or did I ever make a mistake, did I ever mess up, just like now. But as it turns out, that 2K hatched Dale here at the end of the day, and he hatched with some very nice stats. So he is the Patrat we decided to go with, eventual Watchog, for our game. As far as other Pokemon are concerned, we did pick up, as I was waiting for my bus to show up at the class, we found a Wild Tranquil Pidov's evolution. Not too amazing stat-wise, as you can see right here. Attack is almost maxed, but everything else is actually worse than that Pidove we caught yesterday. But it is still a Pokedex entry, so it is still going to be time to check that out here in the Pokedex. We have Tranquil, the wild pigeon Pokemon. No matter where in the world it goes, it knows where its nest is, so it never gets separated from its trainer. Now, nest, trainer, they're not exactly the same thing. Anyway, failing to question that, we're going to wander around, see if we can hatch up those eggs, like I said, see if we can find some more species. I see there, ooh, there's another Pidove down the way. I'm going to head out, see if I can catch some more new Unovan Pokemon, and in the meantime, if we get anything cool out of these 2K eggs, or sorry, 5Ks, I'll show you that, but otherwise, we're going to fill up some more gift eggs and see what those give us. So let's get moving on our Pokemon Gen 5 Black and White Unovan Hunt. I'd say it's about high time to add another new Unovan species to the Pokedex because a Klink raid has just appeared at City Market. Let's go take it down. It's a level 1, shouldn't be too bad. And add it to the Pokedex. So about 10 seconds till the Klink raid begins. We got a nice team of ground and fire and fighting Pokemon. Now, as we battle, I will say, as far as like I've said before, I don't really like much of the designs of Gen 5. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. When Gen 5 first came out and I had the bitter taste about not being able to use my, not being able to get older Pokemon, basically. Why did I bring in something with Play Rough? I mean, I guess we're doing some damage to it. But, as I say, Gen 5 kind of felt weird. Didn't really like it so much. And designs like this really didn't wow me. Because basically it's just a couple of cogwheels, a couple of gears. What is this? But we'll try not to let my previous opinion of Gen 5 sway our opinion here. See if we can grab this, because hey, it's a new species, new thing for the Pokedex. And over time, I have had less dislike. I don't want to say I like it, but I've disliked it less after having more time to experience this particular species. And there's other species in Gen 5 too, which I'm sure I'll ramble and complain about as we find them. But for the time being, we're going to drop this Clink. A nice play rough. So as we wait for it to get beaten, are you done? There we go. I'm like, you're still fighting. Which Gen 5 Pokemon is your favorite? And which one are you looking forward to the most finding in Pokemon Go when they are released? Because I don't think everything's been released just yet. I highly doubt it has, which I like that because I prefer when things get paced out a little bit more. It's kind of cool. Alright, so as we know, Shiny Clink can be in the game. Do we happen to find one? As with many shinies right now, I'm not getting my hopes up, but we'll see what fate decides to hand my way. If we lock that grass into place, that's just a regular, but again, it's a new entry, so let's kind of creep up on it. Sneaky, sneaky. Look, like, here's a question for you too. What are the eyes and what are the mouths? I mean, does Clink even have a mouth technically? Because obviously that circle with the pupil in it looks like an eye, but is the other eye that X or the black hole? Does anyone know? I'm not sure I do. It's probably shown in the anime. But even then, from what I've heard, the anime doesn't always get it right either. Because Caterpie, we see it has like, you know, the black eyes with the yellow rings around them. But apparently, those aren't its eyes, I've heard. They're like a design on the head to just, you know, confuse predators or whatever. But in the anime, you see that it gets sad in Viridian Forest when it wants to become Butterfree and Pikachu is comforting it, like episode 3 or 4, I think it is. Anyway, we're rambling enough. We've got Clink here, stat-wise. Not terribly bad. So we're going to hang on to that for the time being. A Steel type learning nothing but electric moves. What are you, Nose Pass? I mean, technically that's rock, but anyway, as is the tradition, let's fire up the old Pokedex. Clink is way down here. Look at this. So many spaces to fill up. Anyway, Clink, the gear Pokemon. The 2 mini-gears that mesh together are predetermined. Each will rebound from other mini-gears without meshing. That's interesting to note. So, we got that. Look at the evolutions coming up eventually. But, what do you think of a Pokedex like this with all this empty space? Do you like the look of it, of all this potential? Or does it hurt you to see all the emptiness that you now have to fill up? I'm okay either way. I mean, it doesn't really bother me all that much. And I think it's kind of cool looking just to know there's all these many more species to look forward to getting in the game. Alright, so with that done, let's grab ourselves another candy for Barf. Doesn't that just look funny? Barf found a candy. Alright, let's spin this up, grab ourselves some items. I do need to heal my Slacking, who did bring back 50 coins, which was nice of him. And continue on looking for more Pokemon to add to the Pokedex. Oh, Wild Venomoth. Neat. Anyway, nothing new species-wise, so let's just keep on wandering. I think this is a good spot to end off for the day, for the video here. There's still a lot more to be seen in the world of Pokemon Go with the Unova unveiling. Many new evolutions to be found. We haven't even found the starting Pokemon just yet, but sometimes when I'm recording all these videos, there's so much more that I want to do. I go out, I record it, planning for one full video. Turns out it is a lot more content for, like, basically I want to try to keep these to about a half hour. A lot of times I record close to an hour's worth of footage for you folks to check out, so I kind of want to, like, I don't know if this video is going to be shorter than the half hour or not, but just to sort of pace myself out, we're going to end off right now. There is still the question of what is in all of these gift eggs. Will we find any shiny regional Pokemon? And if so, which ones are they going to be? But I also want to, first of all, we're going to hatch these up in the next episode. I'm going to get some of the new eggs we get for the Unova region. Hopefully, let's just do a quick recap. Hopefully we'll find some of the Pokemon that are going to be hatching from these. So we see Patrat, Lillipup, Purloin, and Pidove. We already have those. So I might not go for, excuse me, any of the 2K eggs. I'm going to try to hatch up some potential 5K eggs for Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, Blitzel, or Foongus, because we already caught Drillbur. But I do need to get another Drillbur or at least 4 more to choose the best one. But the 10K eggs are going to be interesting. We got Pharaoh Seed, Clink, Litwick, Golett, and Dano. So wonder if we'll get any of those from any 10K eggs we happen to find during the event. As soon as I free up space from all of these gift eggs and all of these shiny regionals, we're going to be hatching for sure, right? Because my luck is that good. Anyway, so I believe that is all there is to recap. Nothing else really happened. I caught that Clink, caught some other stuff, caught some Shadow Pokemon from Team Go Rocket. And I wonder when we're going to see the first Unovan Pokemon on Team Go Rocket side of the field, as far as those Shadow Pokemon are concerned. But as we end off with this video, bring back to the Unova Dex, we got 8 now in our Unovan Pokedex. How is your Unova Pokemon hunt going in Pokemon Go? How many species have you caught? Have you caught any shinies just yet? Have you caught any 100% just yet? And have you caught any of both? A Shundo, as they call it. Shiny 100%. I don't have either. But the ones that I do have are actually pretty decent. Also, the next episode we'll probably see some evolutions. Why am I closing that? Some evolutions for little Dale and Barf here, perhaps. We'll have to see how luck plays out. But that is going to wrap things up for today's video. Again, feel free to let me know how things are going for you in your Unovan Pokemon hunting and just in Pokemon Go in general. Have you got a shiny Mewtwo yet? I haven't fought another one just yet since that first one, but maybe I may find the shiny. And if I don't, see, what's really funny, I was thinking about this, sometimes in Pokemon Go I have a really bad string of luck, and at that point I just kind of like shrug it off, like I don't even want the shinies, because it's like me focusing on getting the shiny Pokemon when the game is deciding not to give them to me can build the frustration. So it's like, you know what, just take it as it comes. I went through a pretty decent streak of not just like shinies, but 100% Pokemon for a little bit there. My luck seems to have gone back down into the dumpsters, so yeah, I guess I have to pace myself. We'll see if and when my luck decides to turn around. So stay tuned to the channel and see if it does. By the way, if you want to follow me, first of all, you want to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content, you know what to do. Click the old subscribe button down below. Hit that bell to get some notifications as more videos come up here on the channel. But if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, they're both linked in the description, where some shorter little uploads will happen as far as, you know, new Pokemon that I evolve up and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely do want to record more for the Unova unveiling for these new species here, because I think we might be getting some good luck in the future. I've seen Oshawott on the nearby, and by, you know, nearby, I mean a good 15 to 20 minute walk away from where I'm at. By the time I get there, it will be gone. So we'll see. I might hatch some up, but I may also get some in the wild. So anyway, let me know how things are going for you in Pokemon Go, and how much are you enjoying the game right now? You enjoying the raid? You enjoying the research? Where do you think the next big thing is going to be? I heard some talk about some sort of update to the buddy system. That might just be rumors and stuff, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully some pretty cool stuff happens along the way. But for now, Professor Chaz is signing off. You can see I'm all laying back, relaxed. I don't want to oversleep again, so I'm going to get some decent sleep tonight, I hope, and get back on the hunt and the egg hatching adventure bright and early tomorrow morning. But until then, Professor Chaz is signing off. Thank you folks for watching, and I missed my hat. There we go. I'll catch you next time.